Pokemon Fire Red Walkthrough Part 20. Alright. This is my current team, and I'm going to show it to you. You may be wondering, why in the world do I have a what? A what? A what? A what? Come on, show it. Next Pokemon. There we go. An Eevee. I'm going to evolve it right now. It's a level 25 right now. And it's Eevee itself is a useless Pokemon because it's just a normal type. Doesn't learn too many special moves. Basically, Nintendo made it just so it'd be an evolution Pokemon. The point of it is for you to evolve it. I'm gonna evolve it into a what? Jolteon. And Jolteon's a pretty decent Pokemon. I've used it before, but I don't know, was it in this one? Of course not this one. I'm trying to figure out what game I used it before. I know I've used it before in one of the Pokemon games. It was either Crystal or this. I'm thinking it was Fire Red or Leaf Green. So now you can get a Thunderstone and Crystal, but I don't remember where. Anywho, back on what I was saying. I'm also going to teach it Shockwave, because Shockwave's a pretty good electric type move. The part I really love about it is that it's got a pretty good attack, but it never misses. Never. So it's very good. It's like the aerial ace of electric type moves. It never misses. No matter how many times your foe slaps you with freaking sand attacks or double teams, you can always hit them, which I love that. I'm gonna put Jolteon out front, and now we're gonna go do the Rocket Hideout. I did not get all the way through the Rocket Hideout, but I've got pretty much close to the end, so the next video will be just taking out Giovanni pretty much, and like the very rest, like 2 other rocket grunts than Giovanni. This video is like 19 minutes long, so my bad if y'all don't want to listen to me talk for 19 minutes. My bad. But yeah, most of this is just training for Jolteon. So I'm trying to get Jolteon caught up, then I'm gonna train the rest of my Pokemon. Oh my. I don't have one of those. Wait, does one of mine know that move? Mental thinking, my bad, guys. I'm trying to figure out if any of my Pokemon know the move Bite. Yes, one of them does. Arcanine. Creative Coalition. Glad. Anywho, where was I? Be a star. I'm sorry, I was watching TV. Once you defeat that guy, just go up to this poster and click A. I also went back to the Pokemon Center, that's why you gotta pause. But, you go up to the poster, you click A, and the stairs will appear where that rocket grunt just ran off and vanished into thin air. That's really what was that all about. I'm taking on this guy down here. He's like, hey, who are you? How'd you get down here? I don't know how'd the other rocket grunt get down here. He apparently just vanished through thin air. All Doctor Who on us. Shockwave, raw. I suggest you bring Awakenings and Antidotes, because Team Rocket's a big stat users. They always put stats in your Pokemon, so just keep that in mind. To make sure you bring some sort of stat heals. You can't get full heals this early on in the game, but stat healers like Antidotes, Paralyze heals, and Awakenings, they will come in handy, trust me. Oh, Aerial Ace, and my Ching Ding Farfetch'd is just kicking butt. I'm still not over that I'm not able to change Farfetch's name. I think it was like 2 episodes ago. The name rater said the name was so perfect he couldn't change it. I was like, really? Grrr. Whoa, that was such a glitch. No, not the game. Something on TV. I keep getting sidetracked. I better like pause it or something. It is Monday night, so what do you think I'm watching? I'm a wrestling fan. Monday Night Raw, of course. Most of these trainers have Raticates, Ratatas, and Zubats. Every now and then you'll find one with a Machop, one with a Drowsy, or one with both. They're all around level 15 to 23, I think, or 4. Perfect for training up your Pokemon up to level 30. My goal is to get all my Pokemon up to level at least 38 before the next gym, which will be a good ways away just because we gotta do more after this. But thankfully we have the move Fly, so we can fly around to towns we visited, so it just makes our job so much easier. I've also been playing through Pokemon Crystal and Gold. I haven't quite figured out which one I like more, because people say they're the same and they've got the same storyline, same region, but not the same Pokemon. They do have the same Pokemon. It's just in Crystal you can't catch certain Pokemons, and in Gold you can't get certain items. So it's kind of a toss-up. Of course, by the time I'm finished with this walkthrough, I'll have my DS, hopefully. I may even get the DS before I'm finished this. I don't know if I'll be done in a month. I don't know. I might. I doubt it, though. But, I've also decided, thanks to Gay Hair Crew, I'm going to get either Pokemon Black or White. I haven't figured out which one, but pretty much it's the same thing. It's kind of like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. The only difference is the legendaries. The legendary you're able to get earlier on in the game, and then certain like Pokemon are available only in one. And I think in Black and White, the big difference, the largest one I saw, was that the final gym leader, one was Iris and one was the older dude, which I saw cool. Now back to the narration. The Zubats are nothing up against the Jolteon with the awesome Shockwave. Dragonair. I doubt it'll be up to a Dragonite before the Elite Four. And if it does get up that high before the Elite Four, I'll be happy. But it's okay if it doesn't. And it's just going to be my Water-type Pokemon. It's going to be my Water-type Pokemon I'm going to be using. Because I looked through it. It learns all the Water-type moves that I need it to learn. Like Surf, Waterfall, Whirlpool, and Water Pulse, of course. So, I mean, its only weakness is to Dragon-type and to Ice-type. And since the only Dragon-type trainer there is Lance, which just means I won't be using Dragonair, or I may be using it if it's high enough level. But I mean, excuse me. But I mean, yeah, it's just up to my personal opinion. And also, like Jolteon, I didn't decide to get Jolteon very early. I literally, right as I bought the Thunderstone, like right before I filmed this video, I decided, might as well just get Jolteon if that last spot. So I was saving it for a water type, but then I decided to get Dratini. But now I'm just ranting and raving about random stuff now. Just because Fire Red and Leaf Green, I believe, if you're brand new to Pokemon, I suggest you play these games just because they're one of the easier ones, because your Pokemon level up fairly easily. And it's just pretty much all self-explanatory. I personally love them. But my really big favorite, I have to say, is Crystal. Just because that's the game I grew up on, like I said before. I think the very first Pokemon game I ever asked for was Pokemon, I think it was Gold. And then I got Silver, then Red and Blue, of course. I never got Yellow. I've played it, but I never owned it. But I mean, I remember the big difference from red and blue to crystal, and everybody's like, oh my god, this is so awesome, so much cooler than the originals, and yada yada yada. Now we've got these DS games with pretty much 3D images in them now, and it's like, wow, Pokemon sure has came a long way. I mean, for real. Also, ignore the noise or the sound of the game, because it is off by like literally like by like 1 second or something, and it's just irritating to me, and I can't figure out how to fix it. Like, I could probably figure out how to fix it, but it'd just be a waste of time. I'm thinking about just getting rid of the whole game noise thing altogether, just because I see some people with like their Let's Plays, their LPs, and their walkthroughs, and they use it, and then some that don't. There's also some people that use it a little too much because they have it up a little too loud. But then again, there's also people that don't have it up loud enough, and then people that don't use it at all. I think mostly in this video you've just listened to me rant and rave like an idiot. That's just a my bad moment. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to say besides narrate this. His Rattata used. That's also what you gotta watch out for with all the Team Rocket Gronses. They'll use stat. Their biggest thing is stat usage. I think the most worryful Pokemon is Raticate and it's Hyper Fang, because if their other Pokemon gets enough like Tail Whips, and you're screwed, because Raticate's surprisingly a strong Pokemon, and it's what is it called? Hyper Fang is pretty effective. It's not effective, but it's pretty strong. Also, I've used Raticate once before in one of my other runs through this game, and I got surprised by it because Raticate's surprisingly a pretty strong Pokemon. Definitely stock up on Lemonades or Super Potions too. But like, Raticate surprised me. I had it up to like level 50 before the Elite Four, and I mean, it was doing really, really good. It was just kicking ass. Aloha. But Jolteon's doing a really good job here. It's a Jolteon and it's a Shockwave. Kick out every night. You got anything you want? Take everything you say. We're going till the world stops turning while we burn it to the ground tonight. I'm sorry. I love Nickelback. Intruder alert. Grrr. Grrr. What are you gonna do? With your 3 Pokemon that are highly underleveled. Your Grimers. Huh? My Jolteon will kick your Grimer's ass. We'll make your Grimer scream rape. Although there's no penetration. Or rape. But you will be attacked with a Shockwave. Also, probably I'll do this off camera, but I'm gonna just rare candy the hell out of Jolteon. Not only the hell, I've only got 4 rare candies, but since I've got them, I might as well use them on Jolteon, because that's what they're meant for, to level up Pokemon, and they give you a pretty good amount in this game. I think they give you like 10 in all. I don't know where every single hiding place for them though is. But with the 4 I've got, I'm probably just gonna use them up on Jolteon to help it catch up to the rest of my team, so that I don't have to do too much single training, so I can train them all evenly. Water Pulse. Okay, my Dragonair is just pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about it is it just takes too long to level up. But its final form is definitely a payout. I got to thinking, about Pokemon Yellow, I personally think they need to remake it. If you agree with me, I'll be happy. But if you don't, that's okay. But I think they should remake it because Pokemon Yellow is an awesome game. It's personally one of my favorites, even though I didn't play it way back when. It's a pretty amazing game. It was the first game you were allowed to walk with your Pokemon, and it was a Pikachu. I think, though, what they should have done is made it a special Pikachu with, like, higher stats, just because Pikachu itself is an awful Pokemon. It's kind of bad to say, but I mean, it's got barely decent attack, just crappy defense, barely okay special attack, and just no special defense, and barely any speed. Nothing special about it. That's why I like Jolteon, because it probably has the same stats, but I didn't check, so I don't care. I have to check Jolteon's stats, but Jolteon's a pretty good Pokemon. If you want an electric type, I suggest you get a Jolteon or a Raichu, and by getting a Raichu, it's just get a Pikachu and use a Thunderstone on it. But if you want to do it like the ways I've done before playing through this game is, because when I get bored of using Pidgey and Sparrows, and this is the first time I've used a Farfetch'd, is I've used one of the legendary birds for my flying type, and it was the one I used was the one I've always used was Zapdos, just because it knows Drill Peck when you get it. Plus, you can teach it Shockwave or Thunder, and it's pretty powerful because it's level 50 when you get it, and you want to get your Pokemon up to at least almost level 50 before you reach the Elite Four, and before you challenge them, which is probably what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try to get them up, all my Pokemon up to level 50 or 45, or at least, if I'm lucky, I'll try to get them up to 55. If I can get Dragonite, I'll be happy. But no promises. Like I said, my bad for the long video, and now I'm just ranting on about everything. But these mazes here are fairly simple. None of these mazes should be too hard for you to find out. And if they are, you're Sarah Palin's son. Oh my god. I made that joke. I did. I went there. I went there. Don't worry, I went there. Apparently, Paul Revere warned the British. According to Sarah Palin, Paul Revere, the British are coming. The British are coming. That dude, yeah, he warned the British. Yeah, I personally think Sarah should think before she talks sometimes. I'm just saying. But can you dig that, sucker? I'm sorry, I was zoned out. It was wrestling. Ching ding go, kick ass. I want to name it Kick Ass now, or Chicken Wing. But like I said, since Drowsy's got pretty bad defenses of also, an Aerial Ace should be able to take it out. Mostly what this is just to help your Pokemon catch up on levels, to get you ready for the next gym. Pick this up over here. I think it's a rare. No, black glasses. Have a Pokemon wear black glasses, and it'll raise its Dark type moves. I mean, it'll give it more powerful Dark type moves. This is where I'm gonna stop. Thanks for watching.